Hey, look what we have found. A big sound in a small town. Far away from the bright lights. They're making music every night. Discover what is all around. A big sound. A big sound. In a small town. Big sound, small town. A really big sound. Big sound, small town.
You're listening to Big Sound, Small Town with Sandy Carlton.
Hi, welcome to Season 4 of Big Sound, Small Town. I'm your host, Sandy Carlton. Join me as musicians tell their stories about how they became musicians and the stories along the way.
All right, I'm Phil Weathers. I'm president of the Cleveland County Music Hall of Fame.
I'm Angela Padgett, vice president of the Cleveland County Music Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm glad to have you on here today. Now, what are we here talking about?
We're talking about the Cleveland County Music Hall of Fame.
Yes, we are.
And our upcoming induction ceremony.
Tell me all about the where is it going to be first?
The induction ceremony is going to be at the Don Gibson Theater, be held there September 17th with a meal and a ceremony. Meal will start at 6 o'clock, ceremony will start at 7.
And then how much will it cost you to attend this event?
There's two prices on the tickets. If you want the meal and the ceremony, it's $50. Ceremony by itself is $25.
Okay, all right. Now, tell me what they get for their money.
They get a lot for their money, and we're very proud of that. In fact, we have a great ceremony in store, and being our first one, we're very proud of what we've put together. We've got bands, musicians from all over Cleveland County, plus outside of Cleveland County, coming in to helping us with this event. Just everybody wants to honor these folks that have brought music to our county, especially Earl Scruggs and Don Gibson. Earl is actually going to be represented by the Jacktown Ramblers and friends of Earl, Dean Jinks, Randy Esposito, and Bobby Hicks are coming in to
That's
play.
Cool.
Yes, of course they're a Grammy Award-winning artist. As far as Don's concerned, we've got Dale Britton, who's local here.
I know Dale. I just finished doing a show with Dale.
Carolina, the band, which is a great gospel group, travels a lot with Travis Powell from Cleveland County. They're coming in to honor Don. We've got Ron Feemster. He's coming in from Kings Mountain. He's actually coming in to honor himself. He's going to play some music and just a hodgepodge of other different people. Crimson Rose, of course, is going to come in and play. We actually are introducing two songs or inducting two songs. I'll let Mr. Weathers here tell you those songs, but Crimson Rose is going to sing those. And it's just going to be a great event for us.
You want to talk about the inductees, who they're going to be?
The inductees that we have are, of course, as we mentioned, first of all, I'll just kind of start at the beginning, I guess, and we have the folks that owned and operated J&K Record Store, right. Which was located on Graham Street here in Shelby, and that is the Lewis family and also the Dawson family. There's 4 of those, husband and wife, and they were all related. Also worked on jukeboxes, sold 45s, sold albums, and really promoted. It was one of the first ways, along with radio,
Sure.
To get music out in the community in Shelby and Cleveland County. And then we have Bobby Rogers, and Bobby also on the other end of town, other end of Shelby, also ran a record store, Bobby's Music. Had the big red neon sign out in front of his shop in the window. If anybody's listening, we'd like to have that. Sign. I know it's still out there. But Bobby did the same. Bobby was a little bit different in that he kept the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, he did.
He tried to keep all those 100 singles And if you went in there, you could hopefully get one of those top 100 songs if you were interested in one. But
and generally they carry different types of music. The two stores, I mean, if you couldn't find it at one, generally you could find it at the other because they kind of specialize in different genres of music.
Exactly. And of course we're also glad to have Hugh Dover as an inductee. Hugh opened WOHS in 1946. Matter of fact, that radio station opened August 21st, was it? Mm-hmm. So it opened this month in 1946, and of course Hugh was also on WSM, I believe, at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, and we're excited about recognizing him and his accomplishments. Angela, I'll let you talk about the other three, Ron and Don and Earl.
Ron is a graduate of Kings Mountain High School, which I'm very proud of because that's where I'm a graduate of Kings Mountain High School. And he is, of course, worked with Michael Jackson, Mary J. Blige. He's a producer now in Los Angeles. We're very excited that he's going to come home for our event. And, of course, you've got Don Gibson. And Bobby Gibson is so excited, Scott, for him to be inducted into this, into our hall. And, of course, Earl. You can't get any better than Earl. And when we were talking about who are we going to induct, we could not do, the first class could not include Don Gibson and Earl Scruggs,
That's true.
Yeah, so, and then, we were thinking about, well, should one go in the first class and the other in the second? No, they've got to go in the first. And, Stan Lowry and the folks at the Don Gibson, Bobby and Scott, Mary here at Earl Scruggs Center have been very, very helpful to us. The family, Grace Constant, and JT Scruggs, they've been very, very helpful. They're actually the ones that helped me contact Dean and Bobby and Randy, and they're excited to come. And so we're very, very fortunate that they want to be included in this, and they're bringing the family in. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a very special night.
Yeah, actually, I was on the phone yesterday with Ron Feemster's mother. She lives in Kings Mountain. She's still in Kings Mountain, and they have a group of family members that are really excited about coming to this. And she was asking me a lot of information yesterday. She said Ron was planning to come in on the 15th of September, a couple days. He's out in Los Angeles, coming in a couple days before the event. Ron is a very talented, some people may not be all that familiar with Ron's, what all Ron has done out in Los Angeles, as Angela said, as a record producer, but he is a very talented musician. He can play about anything, and he also went to the school, what is it, the school in Boston?
Juilliard.
Yeah, yeah, he went to that school, graduated from that school in Boston, so very talented guy, and we're looking forward to this.
Somebody emceeing this all?
Yes, I'm very excited. Kings Mountain native Sarah Lee Owensby with 96.9 The Cat. And I've become pretty good buddies with her through City of Kings Mountain events and all, and she's very excited. And Jeff Champion was telling us, I had no clue that Catherine Lane, who was on WSOC, is from Shelby also.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of talent here in this county. I mean, we really do.
We really do.
But yeah, Sarah Lee's going to MC for us, and she graduated with Ron.
Oh, okay, that's
So,
cool.
yeah,
That's even
she's
cooler.
actually going to induct Ron. She's going to be the person inducting him. So, and that it reminds me to tell you guys, we do have people coming in to actually officially induct these folks into the hall.
You want to disclose that, or you just want to wait and say that?
Oh, we can if you want to. Bobby Rogers, of course, was an optimist,
Right.
And I was an optimist with him. So we've got the governor of the Optimist Club for North Carolina coming in to induct him. We have Sarah Lee inducting Ron. Stan, of course, is going to induct Don.
Sure.
Bobby. Not Bobby, but the Dawsons and the
Lewis's.
yeah, I believe it's either me or Phil going to do
Right.
that, and then of course Earl JT will induct Earl. So
That's great.
But we've got two
Stan.
records, yeah, and
Stan's
Stan,
gonna
yeah,
do
Don. But we've got two records we're inducting too. So I'm gonna
Sure.
let Mr. Weathers talk to you about those two records.
Well, we do. We decided too that I thought it'd be kind of a neat idea to think about some of the recordings that people had made that were from the county, and so we picked two songs and this will be an annual event. You know, 1 or 2 songs a year.
Right.
And one of the songs we picked was by Alicia Bridges, and Alicia, I believe, was from Lawndale. Went to Burns, and she's been supportive. We've actually been in communication with Miss Bridges. I believe she lives in the Atlanta area. But her song "I Love the Nightlife,"
Right.
which reached number 5,
Yeah.
it was a popular song, disco song, back in the late '70s. Reached number 5 on Billboard, so that will be one of the songs. I'll let you talk a little bit about the other one.
Patty Lovelace, of course, lived here in Cleveland County. She was married to Terry, who was by far a great musician himself. And so Timber, I'm Falling in Love was her very first hit. And so we're inducting that song into the hall as well. So, and we don't know if she, you know, we would like for her to come back for this. But, and Alicia too, you know, we would like for her to come back too. So, but we don't know if that'll ever happen. But
So we do have Crimson Rose, the Crimson Rose Band, popular band here in our area. Crimson Rose is going to be performing those 2 songs. They'll be playing those 2 songs for us.
yeah, and we've got a very, very special event at the end, or a part of the program. There's musicians, not just the folks that are coming in to represent the artist, but also musicians all over the county is going to come in at the end and play Will the Circle Be Unbroken. So they'll have a big old jam. We'll have a big old jam session at the end, and that's Chris Ferry and the Medicine Crow is going to be a part of that. The Dancing Fleas, some of those folks are going to come in and be a part of that. And of course, you have Crimson Rose, and we've got the King's Highway, which is a gospel group out of Kings Mountain. They're going to come in and help with that as well. So there's easily going to be probably about 20 or 30 musicians on the stage that night that's going to, you know, actually in the program, in the whole program with that jam session. So we're very, very excited about that.
Yeah, it sounds good. So what does the future hold? What happens after we get them inducted? So where do we go next?
Well, we would like, of course, we'll work on the next set of inductees, and we'd like the public to be a part of that next. You know, we've chosen the first. We've got what we do is kind of the NASCAR way. You got 20 folks that's sitting there that's going to be inducted. We pick 5 of those, and then move on, bring 5 more in to fill the 20. But we would like the public to be the ones voting on these folks, you know. And
Voting to nominate them or voting to induct them?
Induct them. So they'll be the nominees, and then you'll have the 5 to induct. So that's how NASCAR does it. And I don't know if it'll work for us, but we just think, well, maybe we can get it to work, you know, or try it anyway. But then we've got the radio station that Mr. Weathers mentioned earlier at WHS. We've got to start working on building a capital campaign to get that, because that's going to be our museum one day.
Yeah, I should say. I mean, I was wondering the status of where we're at with that. I mean, we have the building,
right?
But we're not ready to open.
No.
Okay.
Well, you know, we do have the building. The inside of the building actually is in good shape.
That's good.
We actually have a monthly meeting out there, and we have worked with an architect here in town. We have a design. We have plans. And as Angela said, it's now, you know, a lot of it is just a matter of trying to raise some funds, because we're gonna keep the actual building itself, but we may do an addition to it as part of that, as part of our, you know, long-term goal. So
you're going to keep the big letters out front?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are.
Actually, getting ready to get them lit back up.
Nah.
We're getting the electricity fixed out
we're
there.
definitely not going to do away with the with the letters.
Right.
Which a lot of people don't know that WOHS spelled backwards is show.
One thing I do want to go back to. I think we ought to mention the sponsor of our event.
Right.
We do have Dragonfly, which is right here across from the Earl Scruggs Center. Dragonfly Winery, Jamie Coulter. We certainly appreciate his support. He's been very supportive of the Hall of Fame since its inception.
Oh yeah.
He's actually been supportive of music in this town since he opened his place. So.
And he is helping to sponsor this induction ceremony. So we're really appreciative appreciative of Jamie.
And Hampton Inn and Suites of Shelby, they're helping us as an in-kind sponsor. Going to help us, the folks coming in to stay for this
Sure.
event. They're going to get
1,000.
rooms for. So, and then Rick Francis with Carolina Realty is going to help us out with sponsorship. So we're looking for more sponsors, though. We'd love to have a presenting sponsor. If anyone out there is interested in helping us out with that. And of course, Kathy Woody, dressing on the side, she's our caterer for the event. You know, we've used her for so many different
Right.
events, and
Yeah,
she's
she's
very,
wonderful.
very good. And,
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so she's gonna, you know, bring in the food for that, and we've been having a lot of help. People just really want to help us, and we're very, very fortunate.
That's good.
Very,
That's
very
really good.
So
Can I tell you where you can get tickets?
Sure you can.
yeah, that's the most important thing.
For anyone out there that's interested, we'd love to have you, you know, join us on the 17th, Saturday, September 17th. Don Gibson Theater. You can go to their website. I believe it's www.dongibsontheater.com. They also have a phone number, 704-487-8114, I believe. And you can also
Buy them at the window. Buy them at the
yeah,
You
theater.
can buy.
box office.
You can buy them the day of.
yes,
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can buy them at the box office. So
And we'd really like City Kings Mountain's buying a table. So I know Stan Anthony is a musician with the Dancing Fleas, and we would like all the municipalities. You know, we're not just Shelby and Kings Mountain. We represent every municipality in Cleveland County, and we'd like to see all those folks, the town councils, the mayors, to come out to this event too. And because you know, this is a partnership, like I said, within the county itself.
Right.
So we'd love to have them there as well.
Well, that sounds good. Anything else we need to know before we close up today?
Well, look for us around the county with different events too. You know, our
Okay.
outreaches. We've started our outreach program. We were at the Art of Sound Festival. We're at the 7th in the Stretch. We had a booth at the Beach Blast Festival in
Right.
Kings Mountain. So we plan on being seen a lot
Right.
to get our outreach out.
Being visible.
Oh yes,
Sandy, I'll mention one other thing. We certainly appreciate you having us on.
exactly.
And we appreciate your support and what you do.
Well, this is about the county. I mean, this is about music in the county, which is well, this is what we're doing. All of us doing
That's
our
right.
part for it.
Exactly.
And we're gonna just in you know, I guess in closing, we do have T-shirts and caps that we're going to be making available. We're going to start a membership opportunity for people that would like to become members of the Hall of Fame. So just kind of look for that on our Facebook page and on our website. And
Yeah. And our website's ccmusichallofame.org.
Okay.
and you can donate on that
You
page as
can.
well.
It's got a donation button on
There
there.
you go. I think we're covering I think we're covering all our bases.
That's right.
So, well, I do appreciate y'all coming and telling the world and the county about what's going on.
We appreciate you having us. Thank you.
Thank you.